it has finally arrived, meaning one thing: we can complete the cheapest 2021 driver build of the channel so far. You'll fall off your chair when you figure out what I've paid for both of these. If you've been watching the channel a while, you'll know that all drivers are the same in ball speed. So you're down to basically sound, feel, looks and forgiveness. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon down here at Lower Hennick driving range in the simulator. About to put together these STX, STZ, be good if I got the right one. And I bought a shaft off eBay to put it in. I'm going to show you exactly where I got this head from. I'm going to show you where I got the drive, well I've just told you, I got the driver shaft off eBay. And we've tested some good 2021 drivers. We tried the Sim 2, which we got at £200. Obviously, hopefully you've seen the video for that. We've tested the P&G 425, which again I think I got for about £200. But this just is on another level in terms of price that I bought this for. You couldn't even get drivers for the last 3 years second hand, or maybe the Epic Flash, but apart from that, they're the only ones you would be able to get for the same amount of money as this. So if you like this video, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new. Yeah, I'm actually genuinely excited to give this a hit. So I picked this up on Facebook last weekend. As you can tell, Mary was ecstatic that I had to go and drive to Bristol. It's about an hour and 20 minutes away from our house on a Saturday afternoon. But I just said to her, you have no idea what I've got here. I'm going to show you the listing. £70 for the head. That's all I've paid for this head, and about £30 in petrol. But forget that. We don't include costs, and it's all tax deductible anyway. £70 for the head. He did have quite a few mutual friends of mine, quite a lot of professional golfers, so I believe he's professional. He said he's a brand ambassador, so I imagine he got it free, and all his second-hand stuff, which he told me, he kind of just offloads on the cheap just to get rid of it, and this was one of them. So I'm not saying that you're going to be able to find bundles of STZ driver heads for 70, 80, even £100, but we're going to look at prices for the Mizuno STX and STZ, and just like I did last year, the ST200, the ST190, all the ones in black that just look the absolute nuts, just go for nothing. Which is great for you because these are good drivers. These are non-adjustable. They've got all the way at the back. These are for you guys that need the launch, need the help, need the forgiveness, and they look epic. So why are these going for next to nothing on the second-hand market? I have no idea. But obviously, I've never hit this. So it could be a pile of fill in the blank. Obviously, I bought a shaft so we can put this together and give it a hit. I don't think this is the standard shaft that comes with it. I just wanted the cheapest shaft possible. I paid £35 for the shaft, £10 for postage, so £45 altogether, meaning we have spent £115 on this entire club, which, okay, it doesn't come with a head cover, so you got me there, but for a 2021 driver that retailed $349, I believe, maybe a bit more, $349, I mean, outrageous, really. So unlike the last video, I'm really hoping that this actually fits with the right adapter. If you saw my video in the week, you'll know my pain and struggle with that RBZ head. But I'm pretty certain Mizuno hasn't changed their adapters for quite a while, and that does make a big difference when it comes to obviously just finding cheap shafts and shafts that are going to fit a driver. I believe this comes with the normal, like, if you were to go and get fitted for it, the like Fujikura Atmos red or white or blue that you see in majority of drivers, as well as the hazard smoke. So it's interesting. All these drivers basically have the same shafts from the same manufacturers year on year out, no matter what price you're paying for them, really. Bad boy shaft. Diamana white 60 grams stiff flex. I've had this in quite a few drivers. Titleist pretty much were the majority shareholder, let's say, of using the shafts in their drivers, especially the 917. I believe the 915, Diamana red, blue, white. I've used this, I've fitted with this, and I thought it'd be just a perfect little shaft. And the fact, I mean, I paid £35, but obviously plus the postage, you're not going to find a shaft really much cheaper than that. Okay, this is a very good sign, meaning that this video will be published and you guys will be able to actually see it as well. The click of dreams, just what we're after. One STZ driver, Diamana stiff, £115. Cheers for coming. So stupidly I forgot to record the first 4 drives, but I caught the last one, so you can see that now. And we're just going to go through sold listings. Obviously we're going to hit some more shots as well. I can give you my general thoughts, the way it sounds and feels. Sound actually phenomenal. Like, I was put off with the Ping G425 this year. It just sounded so tinny. When I bought that £200 one or £180, I can't even remember how much I paid. I thought I bought a fake because it was just so hollow sounding, so different to what a normal Ping driver sounded like. Obviously it wasn't, very much genuine. I've got to be careful using that word in my videos for moving forward, but nonetheless sound did put me off. So that is a big thing when it comes to drivers, because you don't want something that sounds cheap, especially if you're putting hard-earned money into it. I might have overpaid looking at the sold listing of this driver. Someone just got this on the 26th of Jan, so quite a while ago. Not that many sold listings for this driver, which again, interesting. £132 someone paid for that, but as you can see, 235, 195, 250, 220, 250, 265. I think roughly, again, I think that was 180, was it? £180. I think if you can get this driver for £180, that's a good price. I can't see it going any cheaper than 150 over the next 2 years, meaning you can basically play with it for quite a while and not necessarily break the bank when it comes to reselling as well. Let's go Mizuno STX driver, see if that brings up any other different listings, because obviously it's slightly different mix and match. This could be, I think there's one there by now, just £180 as it is. No, that's the ST200, so the ST200 is going for 170, £200, £180, so roughly about right. So this is a £200 driver, and the reason I'm telling you this is because, again, you look at, for example, the Epic Speed that's come out, the TaylorMade Sim 2 that's come out. This, again, I've only hit 5 shots with it, but this just reminds me a lot more of a Ping driver. The weight's at the back, it sounds phenomenal, but this, when I say Ping driver, I mean like a G400. We're going old school, we're going back there, and a G400 Max is going to cost the same amount of money at the moment. Again, I'll show you some sold listings. It's going for £200. It's 3 years old, coming on nearly 4 years old, the driver, and this came out last year, and you can get it for the same amount of money. And dare I say, it looks better. And dare I say, it actually looks better. Let's get a few more hits. Interestingly, if you watch yesterday's video, it won't go as far as the SLGR, which is almost 8 years old. But that's not the point of this. This is designed for forgiveness as well as distance. Okay, let's ramp up. Let's hit a few more. Boys and girls, that's some good numbers. Dare I say, close to the PXG in terms of numbers. I mean, I think I'd need a stiffer shaft in that head to get the same kind of numbers as I would with the PXG. Obviously, if you've been watching the channel a while, you'll know that all drivers are the same in ball speed. So you're down to basically sound, feel, looks and forgiveness. But some of those numbers were, I mean, I crushed a lot of them. Ironically, tried to absolutely crush the last one, and it didn't go as far because Smash Factor was just rubbish. I hit up so poorly out the hill. But others, I mean, we're getting 170, 172. These are, I mean, again, obviously I'm trying to swing it relatively fast, but this is more my plays swing rather than long drive. And we're getting some decent 330, 329, 335 in terms of total distance and 300-yard carry. Ball speed, again, we hit 172 there with the ball speed, and this is just a standard 9-degree head on a stiff shaft. Obviously my launch numbers are a bit out because, well, not out, but I just hit up on the ball so much. So overall, I mean, spin rate good, that good, and also sound and forgiveness. This one was very heely, not the best shot whatsoever. I'm pretty sure we can have a look at my last one. There we go. But again, I mean, that's still fairway found. I mean, if we go through the shots there, piped down the middle, slightly down the left hand side, potentially other fairway. Again, baby draw down the middle. Again, slightly hooky, but that's because I just come so far on the inside. And then this one was the bad one, but again, pretty much out the middle as well. And I mean, 300-yard total. Obviously, we would definitely take that on the golf course. But yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. I mean, all I can say is don't overlook Mizuno in terms of woods, which I keep saying each year, and the same thing happens over and over again. So if you want to buck the trend and slightly step away from the herd, I mean, you're going to grab yourself a bargain and get just as much technology and everything else as the rest of them. So if you put into price equations, £115 divided by the distance that I've just hit it, the forgiveness, the sound, the looks, everything else, Easily pound for pound best buy I've had all year, without a shadow of a doubt, and I'm thoroughly excited as it is something different. And I've got a shaft that's relatively old. It's not even this year's shaft, but it just delivered the head exactly as it should have done. They look great, they sound great. And if you can't afford the STZ or the STX, go and buy yourself an ST200. Go and buy yourself a 190, maybe not a 180 because I don't like the blue. You might, if you like blue, go and buy one of those. Mizuno, Woods, good value. If you like this video, leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys later.